Hey everybody, it's John here and welcome to today's edition of the Beer Quest. Today we've got beer number 3. Beer number 3 is the Reginald IPA by Blackman's Brewery. The Reginald is billed on the website as being an in-your-face fruity pale ale. It comes in a 330ml can and is 6.2% ABV, which means it's around about 1.6 standard drinks per can. So in the description for each of the beers that Blackman's produces, they have a couple of units of measurement that I hadn't seen before. So I did a little bit of digging. Those units were IBU and EBC. The IBU, or International Bittering Units, measures how bitter the beer is on a scale from 0 to 120, 120 being the most bitter thing you've ever tasted. The other unit of measurement, which was EBC, or the European Brewery Convention, actually measures the colour of the beer on a scale of 0 to 80, 80 being the darkest beer you've ever seen in your life. There's also another unit of measurement for colour of the beer called SRM, or Standard Reference Model, and that is a scale between 0 and 40. That appears to be adopted mainly by the Americans. It's like a imperial versus metric thing going on there again. Anyway, I digress. The IBU count for this particular beer, the Reginald, is 65 IBUs, so it's about halfway up the scale, and the EBC, or the colour reference, is 14.2 EBC. If I can find the IBU or EBC or even SRM for any of the beers moving forward that I'm reviewing, I'll add them to the reviews. The Blackman's Brewery operates out of Torquay, which is 100 kilometres south of Melbourne, down on the Surf Coast. It's been there since 2014, after relocating the brewery from True South Brewery, which was located at Black Rock, just across Port Phillip Bay. They actually relocated the entire brewery from that spot. And funnily enough, now they still brew beer for True South. All the beers that Blackman's currently produce are named after male members of the Blackman family. I'd imagine Christmas would get pretty interesting if the sullen uncle didn't get the beer named after him that he wanted. Having said that, he probably wouldn't be short of a beer anyway. So, here we go again. Need a bit more than that. Lovely. So the beer is that light amber sort of colour. It's not clear. I wouldn't go as far to say that it was cloudy, but it's certainly not a beer that you can see straight through, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. The carbonation tends to be okay, I think. The scent of the beer, it's that very hoppy, citrusy sort of smell that you get from an IPA. It's quite strong. I wouldn't go as far to say overpowering, but it is a very strong scent. In your face fruity pale ale. That's what they're saying it is. And if the smell's anything to go by, I'd agree. Let's see how it tastes. Oh, I love IPAs. What's going on here, the beer's fairly thick, and by thick I mean it's probably really jumping onto the palate very quickly and staying there. It's that real hoppy, bitter sort of taste which hangs around on the palate and is still there. It's a pretty clean finish and quite tasty. I don't think it's something that you drink heaps of, but it's certainly something that I find refreshing. Well done, Reginald. That was the Reginald IPA by Blackman's Brewery. My thoughts? I'm a fan. This IPA is a pretty good one, and I am a big fan of IPAs in general. The scent of the beer is quite strong. It's that very fruity sort of smelling beer. The taste is quite strong. I wouldn't call it an easy drinking beer by any stretch of the imagination, but it is satisfying. And it's something that I'll be going looking for. In fact, I might even try and talk the wife into a day trip down to Torquay just to check out the brewery and see, because if the rest of the beers that they have on offer are as good as this one, I'll be a pretty happy fella. That's it for another edition of John's Beer Quest. Thanks very much for stopping by. I'm going to finish this one off. Hopefully I'll see you guys again real soon.